The Ukrainian festival in Toronto is considered one of the largest in North America. It's in its 23rd year and it's especially popular in Canada. Over the next 3 days alone, almost 800,000 visitors are expected. Ahead of the event, one of the longest streets, Bloor West, is closed to traffic. On Friday morning, Bloor West was already buzzing. Several stages were being set up, and Ukrainian culinary classics, including borscht, cabbage rolls, and vareniki, were being prepared.
На тим фестивалі українським, то знаєте, то вареники, то перше що. Потім капуста, так, sauerkraut, люди дуже люблять, ну кубаски, але перше що, то вареники.
Every year, Bloor West Village focuses on a different region of Ukraine. For 2019, the Dnipropetrovsk Oblast was chosen, so the festival symbol could be nothing other than a traditional Petrikivka painting. Festival guests can learn more about the region, including the most popular tourism sites.
We thought it would be nice for people to be able to know about some of the other cities. I mean, they know Lviv, they know Kyiv, because a lot of people have come from those regions, but they don't know as much about Eastern Ukraine. And it's also really, really important because of what's happening in Eastern Ukraine, to people not to be afraid to travel and see what Ukraine has to offer.
It's no surprise the festival is taking place in Toronto. It's the city where the most Ukrainians live, throughout the entire province of Ontario.
Mostly in Alberta, the province of Alberta. But in Ontario, where we are, there's 376,000 Ukrainians. Many in Toronto, some are in St. Catharines, Hamilton, Sudbury.
The parents of Bogdan Romanuk arrived in Canada immediately after the Second World War.
My parents come after the war in 1947 and 48. I was born in 52, so we're first generation. And lots of people, my friends say, oh, you're a little bit different. And I always say we're different because when we were growing up, no aunts and uncles, no cousins, no grandfather, no grandmother, nothing.
For over 40 years, this Canadian with Ukrainian roots has been growing a kind of garlic called music. It's named after Al Music, a grower who developed the type after acquiring it in Italy in the 1980s. It is one of the most popular in North America, but Canadians do not eat it like Ukrainians.
Canadians like garlic, but they're not as, how can I tell you, not as into it. Like I still traditionally like my raw garlic sandwich. I'll take a whole one of these, put it on a nice fresh rye bread, lots of butter, a little bit of salt.
At the festival, you can find real antiques, vintage books, ceramic items, and embroidered textiles. These all form part of the White Elephant Sale to support the local Ukrainian museum.
It's great living in Toronto in a multicultural country. And especially we don't have to travel, to see many important things of the culture. And but it's beautiful, it's beautiful, the food, the art, the flowers.
At the festival, you can find very rare items, for example, embroidered towels, which are over 100 years old. They were brought from Poltava.
Я вам скажу, забере купу часу, то не є легко вишити це. Так що вони є дуже-дуже цінні.
By the evening, the street celebrations were in full swing, music performances and dance shows, including the famous Hopak. Reported by Yulia Boshko in Toronto for UATV.